Welcome to another episode here on Your Digital Makeover. My name is Jerry Colbert, and in today's episode, we're going to be going over how you can integrate Spark with TickTick. So let's get started. As you see here, I have opened up an email from Spark, and Spark is an email client in case you are unaware. And it's an email client, by the way, for the Mac and not for the PC, I don't believe. But there is a really cool way that you can actually remind yourself to follow up on an email, or maybe it's an invoice that you received, right, in your email, and you want to follow up on it. Now, granted, you could set up a system inside your email client to follow up on it. Maybe you have a folder set aside to follow up on whatever. But what I want to show you today is what happens if you forget to check that email folder in your email client, and you forget to check it and something falls through the cracks, right? Well, with Spark and TickTick's integration, it's really cool how you can actually have your email go over to TickTick just by doing this. As you see, I have opened up an email here that I want to actually show up in TickTick so I can be reminded that I want to follow up on it, okay? And this could be for an invoice or a bill or what have you, right? Whatever it is you want to follow up on. Well, if you are in Spark on the desktop, by the way, you can go up here to the three dots here, and it'll open up this Actions menu. All you do here is type in TickTick, and it'll say Export to TickTick. You could also use the shortcut Option T if you choose. By clicking on that, it's going to come up with this dialog box. This dialog box is going to tell you what the name of it's going to be, which is pretty much the name of the actual email, and then whether or not you want to attach it as an email where it's showing in the description the whole email, or if you just want to have the web link. You can do it either or. If you do it as an email, it'll automatically put the web link in there, so I typically leave it checkmarked as email so I can read it and say, hey, because a lot of times you put stuff over there and you're like, what was this even about? Maybe the summary right here, the heading of the actual to-do list item is not accurate to what actually the email is about. So I like to include the whole email. You can, at this point, put in a start date or a due date. I don't do that. I typically let this go in my inbox, and then I decide later where I want to do that at, where I want to actually schedule that task to be done, right? So when you go and you hit Save to TickTick, now when you go over to TickTick, and let's go over to the task view, you'll see now it is in my inbox. And this is how it looks, just like this, okay? It's got all the information. And then down here, it says you can open this in Spark. So if I wanted to, I could, if I needed to reply to it or what have you, right? Maybe I'm following up on an email, trying to remind myself, I can hit open in Spark, and it'll open in Spark. Now, sometimes when you do that on the Mac, what's going to happen is it could open up a dialog box that says enter in your email address. It's a kind of a security thing, and you enter that in, then it'll send you an email, and then you can open it up here in this browser view, and then open it up further into Spark if you wanted to, right? But I just wanted to show you that's really kind of a cool little feature that TickTick and Spark has come up with in order to help you stay on top of your emails and not let them fall in the cracks. Now, I actually use this quite often. Like, for instance, I'll get an email from my water company that my water bill is due, right? So I set that up inside of here to actually have that as a reminder to take care of that, right? And I do that with other things. Maybe it's my mortgage statement that comes in. I'll get an email on that, so I just throw that over here into TickTick so I can remind myself when I need to go pull that statement and print it or even save it in my digital file system. So I hope this was informative for y'all, and if it was, don't forget to hit that like button right down below. And if you have any questions or comments, or maybe there's something about this you need answered, make sure you leave me a comment right down below. And if you haven't seen any of these videos before and you want to kind of, stay up to date with any new videos I put out, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And with that being said, I want to wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll catch you next episode. Take care. Bye.